Hi, I'm Mr. Kriger. I've been at Freedom for 21 years. What's interesting is how I got here. And what I want you guys to understand is this. I started at Freedom High School in 1997, but you have to go back further. Back in 1988, I was going to graduate from high school, from De Anza, which is in Richmond. And when I was at De Anza, I was like, what am I going to do for college? And my parents said, you can go off to college if you want to. But I feared of my SAT score, and I was afraid of not doing well on tests and things like that. So I decided I would apply to San Francisco State. So I applied and I was accepted. And I thought, well, you know what, I can live in the dorms or I can live at home. My parents said, you know what, if you want to live at home, what we'll do in return is we will let you use our car when we're not at work. And my mother worked graveyard, so what I basically did is I started commuting to San Francisco State from Richmond. It's about 40 miles, 35, 40 miles. And the reason why I'm telling this story is because when you start saying, I can't afford college, for some of you out there, if you live at home and commute to college, the price is much lower. If you went to Sac State or Cal State East Bay or SF State, you could have the ability to make it work. So my goal is to have you realize you can't say I can't go to college because of the cost. Because to be successful in college, you actually have to have three things. Item number one, you have to have the time, which you do because you just graduated from Freedom High School. Number two, you have to have the money. But the money is not a big a deal if you go to a state school and you live at home. The third thing you have to have is the drive. And the drive means the actual inertia to get yourself up to go to class every day. Now, school itself, college, the first 2 years were tough for me. Those are what you call your GE classes. And basically, you're taking high school all over again. You're taking world and U.S. history, and you're taking writing, and you're taking biological and physical science classes. Not exciting, but you learn about who you are. And between age 18 and age 20, you make good and bad decisions. So my advice to you on this college talk is that you have to say to yourself, can I and do I want to push for 4 years to get that degree? And it doesn't mean you have to go to college. And I always say people who have college degrees are people who have pushed, had the money and the time. And you could go to a community college and make it work as well. But the goal is this. You have to decide, all right, am I willing to commit to that time? That's the hardest part. It's the drive. Everybody says, well, I'll work first and I'll go back to college. I'll go to school later. Once you stop going to school, it is so hard to go back to school. I eventually graduated in 1992, and then I chose to become a teacher. And what I did is said, I'm going to go and substitute. So I went and I substituted at my old high school and at my old middle school. And it was so strange to go back because people were like, didn't you just go to school here? And yet I graduated from college. And I realized it didn't really matter. When I got a degree, what my degree was in, it didn't really matter what my GPA was. The thing is that society says if you get a college degree means you've basically done 4 years of schooling and you put in the effort. That's all it means. Now, people falsely think having a degree makes you smarter, but the reality is I look at my coworkers and I look at people I've met in life who have college degrees who I thought were not too sharp. And I've met other people who were brilliant but didn't have college degrees. So not all of you are going to college. But you have to realize college is about the effort, the hard work, the drive to do it. Now, if you ask me what my GPA was in college, there's the first 2 years and the second 2 years. In the second 2 years, I was in the honor roll, third and fourth year of college. The first 2 years, I was not on the honor roll. I had trouble with classes like plant biology. My advice, don't take plant biology. Anyway, back to the original focus. You're at Freedom High School, and you're saying, what am I going to do next year? And you want to go to a community college? That's a great idea. If you want to go to LMC or DVC, what you have to make sure, you have to have a plan after that. So I'm going to go there and transfer to where? A UC or state school. Mr. Macy, who's in my department, social studies, he went to DVC, and then he transferred to Davis. His degree is from Davis. So when you say, where's your degree from, Mr. Macy? He says Davis. No one says, oh, did you go to LMC first or DVC first? No. So you have to realize those are people who work hard to do that. So you have so many options. So what I'm asking you to think about now as a senior or a future senior, see what LMC has to offer for transfers. Look what schools you can go to that you can commute from here in Oakley, Brentwood, Antioch region to commute to and cut your cost. There's a way for you to be successful. No matter which approach you take, you can be successful. So I do appreciate your time, and I hope I look good on camera. Thank you.